Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, these are your jury instructions. Our system of justice requires that trials be conducted in open court with the parties presenting evidence and the judge deciding the law that applies to the case. It is unfair to the parties if you receive additional information from any other source because that information may be unreliable or irrelevant, and the parties will not have had the opportunity to examine and respond to it. Your verdict must be based only on the evidence presented during the trial in this court and the law as I provided to you. During the trial, do not talk about the case or about any of the people or any subject involved in the case with anyone, not even with your family, friends, spiritual advisors, or therapists. Do not share information about this case in writing, by email, by telephone, on the internet, or any other means of communication. You must not talk about these things with other jurors either until you begin your deliberations. As jurors, you may discuss the case together only after all the evidence has been presented, the attorneys have completed their arguments, and I have instructed you in the law. After I tell you to begin your deliberations, you may discuss the case only in the jury room and only when all the jurors are present. You must not allow anything that happens outside of the courtroom to affect your decision, unless I tell you otherwise. During the trial, do not read, listen to, or watch any newspaper or commentary about the case from any source. Do not use the internet or dictionary or anything else or any other means of communication in any way connected to this case, either on your own or as gossip. Do not investigate the facts or the law or do any research regarding the case. Do not conduct any tests or experiments or visit the scene of the crime or scene of the event involved in this case. If you happen to pass by the scene, do not stop or investigate. If you have a cell phone or other electronic device, keep it turned off while you are in the courtroom and during jury deliberations. An electronic device includes any storage device. If someone needs to contact you in an emergency, the court can receive messages that it will direct to you without delay. During the trial, do not speak to a defendant, a witness, a lawyer, or anyone associated with it. Do not listen to anyone who tries to talk to you about the case or about any of the people or subjects involved in it. If someone asks you about the case, tell him or her that you cannot discuss it. If that person keeps talking to you about the case, you must end the conversation. If you receive any information about this case from any source outside of the trial, even unintentionally, do not share that information with another juror. If you do not receive such information, if you do receive such information, or if anyone tries to influence you or any juror, you must immediately tell the bailiff. Keep an open mind throughout the trial. Do not make up your mind about the verdict on any issue until after you have discussed the case with other jurors during deliberations. Do not take anything I say or do during the trial as an indication of what I think about the facts, the witnesses, or what your verdict should be. Do not let bias, sympathy, prejudice, or public opinion influence your decision. You must reach your verdict without any consideration of punishment. I want to emphasize that you may not use any form of research or communication, including electronic or wireless research or communication, to research, share, communicate, or allow someone else to communicate with you regarding any subject of the trial. If you violate this rule, you may be subject to jail time, a fine, or other punishment. When the trial has ended and you've been released as jurors, you may discuss the case with anyone. But under California law, you must wait at least 90 days before negotiating or agreeing to accept any payment for information about the case. Thank you.
Right.